Welcome back, everyone, to another game brought to us by Western Digital and their Velociraptor Hard Drive series. Sponsoring this event is the cybergamer.com.au Storm Open. We are down to the finals now. All night we've been doing the round of 32 finals. We are down to Game 2 of Nirvana versus Tendersteak. This is for the lower bracket, Round 2. So this is going to be interesting. The loser of this match will go home, and I am, of course, Unstable, joined with Paz for this cast. We've been going for, how long? 7 hours or so?
Something like that. It feels like forever.
Yeah.
But, good way, though.
Velociraptor hard drives, if anyone's wondering, they're 10,000 RPM hard drives. They're not solid state, but they are the fastest mechanical drives on the planet. Easily good enough to run anything you could possibly want.
They are awesome. We use them everywhere at work to speed things up.
But here we go. So we're going to have pretty standard openings from both guys so far. I want to see some more early aggression by Nirvana. I love it when things slightly different for the Protoss. Like, I don't like standard game versus standard game and then one fight and then it disappears. Like, I just can't stand games like that.
I suppose you're a bit of a Legionnaire fan in PvP then, with all this crazy drop play.
I'm a fan of Legionnaire if he makes it past the first 15 minutes. Sorry, man. But,
Too true.
Legionnaire does seem susceptible to a lot of the earlier aggressive styles, but if he makes it past that, his play is insane. But in the meantime, we do have that pro beating on Tendersteak.
That game, everything looking actually pretty standard from both players right now. Almost identical builds. Getting that gas up straight away, getting the gateway, and now I'm going to go for the cyber core as soon as possible.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not surprised these guys play the same, since they are on the same Singapore national team.
These guys prac together like every day, I swear to God. Every now and then I'm like, Nirvana, what are you doing? He's like, pracking with Tendersteak. I'm like, really? And then they meet each other in this tournament. That's got to be frustrating. Because you say there's going to be no hard feelings, but there always is when you're playing a friend.
I don't know about that. I've lost to Moonglade like 20 different times. I feel alright about it.
Because when you lose to the best, right?
That's right.
Yeah. There we go. So, just Tendersteak's probe hanging out in the middle of Nirvana's base. I don't like it when Protoss do this. Like, I like to see them harassing probes or beating on pylons to try and pull the probe off the line, things like that. Or even just running around where Nirvana would want to try and place some buildings to stall them. Like, the amount of times I've gone to place the cyber core to drop a to drop it, and it's just like in the middle, and I can't wall off because of it. Oh, it's so frustrating.
It's so frustrating.
There's nothing you can do about it. You can just hope that he runs out of it for a second.
I just want to point out that Nirvana's first combat unit is only just now finishing at 4 minutes and 40 seconds. That is pretty crazy. He's just been pumping probes this entire game.
We do have a 4-gate coming from Tendersteak too.
Yes, 4-gate, very popular PvP strategy.
Wait, I thought Tendersteak was from Singapore, not New Zealand, man. What's going on? Wait, 4-gate from Nirvana as well, what? Okay. That's interesting.
It's actually only 3-gate from Tendersteak right now.
Wait, can I not count? Okay, yeah, I can't count. This is why I dropped out of school, people.
Oh!
Oh, yeah, called it. See, I was right.
Great map for it. Nirvana not mining from his second gas, actually. Bit of a mistake there. He really needs that gas. More than he needs the minerals at this point.
Yeah, but looks like Tendersteak going for the robotics bay as well. Sorry, the robotics facility. But we do have Nirvana having a proxy pylon. Lots of stalkers in this mix. I like the fact he's going for stalker heavy. And as you see here, the pylon that Nirvana's building now is in a perfect spot. Because all he has to do is run one unit up the ramp, and then he can warp in Zealots at the top, and that's just going to cause havoc for Tendersteak, since he's mainly Stalker Sentry army. And here we go. So as soon as that warp gate cooldown is going to happen, we'll be seeing this go. And no, it looks like Tendersteak did cancel that 4th gateway and went for the robotics base. So here we go. Lots of units coming across. Zealot going up the ramp. Nice positioning. Nice positioning of the Stalkers there. But I think he still has... There we go. There's units being warped in up the top. He's going to run out of energy to force field anyway. But here we go. Nirvana really needs to get up that ramp. He could actually snipe the cybernetics core. Oh, nice force field by tendersteak. Really forcing Nirvana into a back of a corner here. More units being warped up by Nirvana. He's at 39 supply to 42, so it's pretty damn even at the moment. But I'd have to give the advantage to tendersteak unless Nirvana can snipe this cybernetics core. That's going to be huge. Oh, another great force field forcing one out. It doesn't seem like much, but like when it's this army size versus this army size, it's huge. And tendersteak getting a really strong advantage.
Yeah, this is a beautiful defense from tendersteak right here. He has totally denied those stalkers from getting in with those force fields, and he's just going to be able to hold this so well. Look at these units warping in, taking huge amounts of damage before they can even attack. This is tendersteak's game right now, in my opinion. Getting out that Immortal's going to be done in like 15 seconds. And he's going to be ahead on tech against this 4-gate. 4-gate just gets worse and worse as the game continues on. Going to take down all these pylons too. That could be huge. There are 3 proxy pylons around the place if he finds them all.
Yeah, if he finds them all, that's really going to be dangerous.
Here comes the Immortal.
Oh, nah. I really think he would have done a lot better near the end of that to snipe that cybernetics core, but the Immortal's just going to even things out so much right now. Nirvana going for the robotics facility himself. And quit talking about my freaking school life, people. God.
Oh, man. Pathetic.
Alright, so Nirvana just poking up the ramp. Nah, not really. I just giving a shit because I'm reading the chat at the same time and nothing's happening.
Well, alright, he has 2 Immortals out right now and he's pumping more. It looks like he's just going for this 3-gate gateway units plus Immortals build. Oh, beautiful force field. He's just cut the army in half. That Immortal up the top is now doing no damage. That is about half the DPS he can do to these stalkers, but he still just has so many more units than his opponent right now.
There we go. So, oh no, he's going to be completely pushed back here. Nirvana on the back foot. This would be a great time for tendersteak to expand, and I think that's exactly what he's doing. With this,
it's basically a free expansion at this point.
Yeah, definitely.
Nirvana trying to switch it up with his own Robo Bay with more Immortals coming out.
Oh, he's chasing the... Oh, he missed the pylon. There's one just back there. Great placement by Nirvana because so many people check behind the trees here. You just got that one slightly back. It's going to live. In the meantime, this Stalker of Nirvana is going to catch the army running around the side. I would be very scared if I was in Nirvana's position right now.
Extremely scared. Although he is whopping in Zealots, that's going to go in and deny this expansion just for a little while.
In the meantime, we do have Zealots running around the back. There's no sentry to stop him out. I don't even think tendersteak's noticed. The Zealot's just walking into the main army, and he's coming up the main ramp of Nirvana. No, he's going to be forced out. Right now, I can see Nirvana just constantly force fielding that ramp until until that Colossi comes out. But here we go. So I'm kind of surprised Nirvana's not beating on the probes. Instead, he's having a fight with the Zealots. It's a bit of a strange one.
I think it's just a bit of a miss micro. He probably wasn't looking. Because that is a pretty big mistake. 2 Zealots could have killed a ton of probes.
Yeah, definitely. And that one Zealot took half the shields off the Nexus that entire time it was there. But he has to think there's a proxy pylon there.
It could have just been a long walk around. But yeah, more than likely there is a proxy pylon.
Yeah.
So both players now happy to just continue producing more and more workers and tech up. Sticking with Immortals for tendersteak though, while Colossus is starting to come out for Nirvana. A lot of Colossus not going to have the Thermal Lance. Doesn't have the gas for Thermal Lance. I think that's going to be really dangerous.
Yeah, definitely. But he is taking his expansion now. He will be behind tendersteak. Like, let's have a quick look here. We're at 33 probes for Nirvana to 36 for tendersteak. But that's just going to... That gap's going to get bigger and bigger the longer that Nirvana's expansion isn't up. Tendersteak also getting a forge. So many people underestimate how important upgrades are in mirror matches. It's insane.
It's so key.
Like, it's only 1 extra Stalker difference. Like, less than that. It's like 1 Zealot or something like that.
Damage difference just is huge.
Yeah. So like say you had 20 stalkers